Welcome to the Improve English Daily podcast. I'm John, your host for this episode. Today we're going to talk about a topic that is very important and relevant to many people: work-life balance. In today's fast-paced, connected world, many of us feel trapped in a seemingly never-ending work routine. Work often takes up a lot of our time and energy, making it hard to find time for ourselves, to relax, or to spend time with our families. Today, I'm excited to be joined by Tanya, a psychologist who has extensive experience in helping people find this balance. Tanya, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, John. It's great to be here. This topic of work-life balance is very interesting, and I can't wait to share my views and experiences.
All right, Tanya, before we dive in, can you tell us a little about your experience in this field? What got you interested in work-life balance?
Of course, I have been practicing as a psychologist for several years and often deal with clients who are stressed due to a lack of balance between work and personal life. Seeing the negative impacts, I felt the need to understand more about how to achieve a healthy balance. In your opinion, how important is work-life balance in our daily lives?
Very important. This balance affects our mental and physical health. When we focus too much on work, we can experience burnout. So Tanya, what are the signs that someone is starting to lose balance in their life?
Some common signs are feeling tired all the time, losing interest in hobbies, and even feeling anxious or stressed often. If someone feels like they don't have time for themselves, it could be a sign that their balance is disturbed. What about you, John? Have you ever experienced this?
Yes, I have. During busy times, I often feel overwhelmed and find it difficult to spend time with my family. I have to learn to set boundaries. What do you usually advise your clients to overcome this problem?
I usually advise them to create a clear schedule separating work time from personal time. Also, it is important to communicate with colleagues and superiors about these boundaries. In your opinion, John, how important is communication in this context?
Very important. Without good communication, we can feel pressured to continue working. Tanya, what advice do you have for maintaining effective communication in the workplace?
I recommend checking in with your team or superiors regularly. This helps everyone to be on the same page and understand each other's boundaries. Creating a supportive environment is also helpful.
Agreed. Sometimes we need to give ourselves permission to take a break too. How can we remind ourselves to take a break?
I encourage clients to set reminders on their phones or calendars. For example, you could set a break every hour or two. You could even schedule time to do something you enjoy, like exercise or reading. What do you usually do during your breaks, John?
I usually like to go for a walk outside or listen to music. It helps me feel more refreshed. Tanya, are there any specific activities you recommend to fill your breaks?
I recommend meditation or breathing exercises. These can really help calm the mind and reduce stress. Have you tried meditation?
I have tried it, and it's calming. However, I find it hard to be consistent. What are your suggestions for getting more into meditation?
Start with a short time, like 5 to 10 minutes a day. The key to building a habit is consistency. After a while, you can increase the duration. Also, use a meditation app that can help you. What are your thoughts on using technology to achieve work-life balance?
I think technology can be a useful tool, but it can also be a hindrance. Sometimes we get caught up in our gadgets and forget to socialize in person. How can we find balance in our use of technology?
Try to set a specific time for using electronic devices. For example, turn off your phone an hour before bed. This helps us to be more connected to ourselves and the people around us. Do you have a specific routine that helps with this?
I usually try not to check my phone at night. I prefer reading books or talking with my family. Tanya, how important do you think it is to have time without technology?
Very important. Time without technology allows us to focus on ourselves and our relationships with others. It also gives us space to think and reflect. How do you maintain relationships with family and friends amidst your busy schedule?
I try to set aside a special time each week to spend time with my family. We often do activities together, like having dinner or playing games. Tanya, what about you? What do you do to stay connected with those closest to you?
I also try to set aside time to see friends or family, even if it's just for a short time. Scheduling a date night with your partner or going to brunch with friends can be a great way to stay connected.
That's a great idea. Also, what about activities that can help relax the mind and body? Do you have any recommendations?
Sure, exercise like yoga or running can be very effective in relaxing the body and mind. Also, creative activities like drawing or writing can help you express yourself. What creative activities do you enjoy?
I love writing. Sometimes I journal to relieve stress. Tanya, can writing be a way to help achieve balance?
Yes, writing is a great way to reflect and process our feelings. It can also help us process experiences and find patterns in our lives. What advice do you have for those who struggle to find time for themselves?
Maybe they could start by creating a morning or evening routine that is dedicated to themselves, even if it's just for 15 minutes. These small moments can go a long way. Tanya, do you have any other tips?
I would recommend doing a weekly review. Take time to assess what's going well and what needs improvement. This can help us stay focused on our goals and priorities.
That's great advice. Before we end this podcast, do you have any final words for our listeners about work-life balance?
Remember that work-life balance is a journey, not a destination. Everyone has a different path to achieving it, so don't be too hard on yourself. Try to find what works best for you and give yourself time to adapt.
Thank you so much, Tanya, for the great insights today. I'm sure our listeners will get a lot out of this conversation. See you next episode.
Thank you, John. It was great sharing here. See you.
Suited. Suited means being appropriate or well-matched for a particular purpose or situation. Example, this dress is well suited for the party because it's elegant and formal. Sacrifice. Sacrifice means to give up something valuable for the sake of something else considered more important. Example, she made a big sacrifice by leaving her job to take care of her family. Halfway. Halfway means being in the middle of a journey or process. Example, she was halfway done with her project when she realized she needed more materials. Thank you for watching. To improve your English skills, don't forget to practice every day. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and comment.